Hello everyone, this is Terry Nikas from Scar of the Sun and you're listening to CUERO in Metal in Córdoba.
Antes que nada, muchas gracias por su tiempo con CUERO y Metal. Estoy muy contento particularmente de tenerlo acá con nosotros como invitado después de tanto tiempo que nos conocemos desde su última visita a la Argentina, así que estamos muy contentos de tenerlos acá y sobre todo por la salida de este disco.
Thank you guys very much. It's a pleasure seeing you after almost 2 years, no, 2 years now. I want you to know that the whole band loves Argentina and we really want to get back there as soon as possible.
Ok, nosotros los queremos mucho también. Terry, bueno, antes que nada, hace algunos meses atrás estábamos celebrando la llegada de Scar of the Sun a Napalm Records, así que después no tardamos en enterarnos de la salida de este nuevo disco que ya se aproximaba, así que te quiero felicitar antes que nada por este ingreso al sello y contame cómo está viviendo la banda puntualmente esta situación y este presente para su carrera.
First of all, thank you very much for all that. You know, it was great happiness for us when we received the offer from Napalm Records because it was something that we were fighting for many years, and finally it happened. So the fact that the band changed level directly by entering Napalm Records is something that the whole band saw with great happiness, you know, because we have so many people next to us to help anymore, and a huge support from the label.
Eso es bueno. Bueno, la pandemia le puso un freno obligado prácticamente a muchos artistas en diferentes partes del mundo y a otros les dio algo de tiempo para lanzar un excelente material, como ustedes claramente. ¿Fue algo complicado el trabajar en este tercer disco de estudio en marco de una pandemia, en marco de este contexto que vive el mundo?
Not really, because the album was already recorded before the pandemic. And the only thing that happened during the pandemic was that I mixed the album again. Other than that, we just worked on the videos during the pandemic, and that was a bit complicated. For us, the pandemic didn't affect us too much because we were not a band that we had a constant touring schedule. We wanted to get there, but we were not there yet. So it's just that if you wanna see it like we have a delay in our new beginning. That's it.
Bien. Y para grabar estos videoclips, ¿estaban cercanos los miembros de Scar of the Sun y el equipo de trabajo o tuvieron que movilizar bastante gente para esto?
One of the guitarists, the guy that didn't manage to come to the Argentinian tour, lives in an island called Santorini, you probably know it. And he had to fly and we had to take a special permission for him. And the director had to fly from Berlin. But we asked for special permissions for everybody from the Greek Ministry of Arts, and in conjunction with Napalm Records that they signed all the papers we had, finally we managed to do it, but it happened during a very hard lockdown here in Greece, so for the videos it was quite complicated, to be honest.
Bueno, cuando conocí a Scar of the Sun me sorprendió con el profesionalismo que trabajaban y la calidad de su sonido, tanto en sus presentaciones en vivo como así también en el disco de estudio. A título personal, déjame decirte, Terry, que Inertia intensificó todo lo que pensaba para mejor. ¿Qué opinión tienen ustedes con respecto al trabajo terminado de este nuevo álbum?
First of all, thanks once again for his great words. They really mean a lot to us. I have to mention that the show we did in Cordoba was the first on the tour, and I was still in jet lag. I didn't feel that I performed well, but you know, if you guys liked it, you know, I'm happy for that. Now about the material, it's definitely heavier than what we did before. this album, Inertia, and I see it also as less complex, less prog metal, if you want, more direct. I'm still listening a lot to the new album, and I think that it's definitely an album that the music helped us a lot to go forward, and it shows that we matured as a band. We're always trying to get better and improve what we do. So I feel that this album was like probably 2 steps ahead for us instead of just one. And I'm happy that people have the same feelings with me, because this is the most important. It's not what I think, it's what people think.
Estoy completamente de acuerdo con lo que dice, y siendo una banda de modern metal cuentan con mucha melodía en sus canciones, pero este disco también, como bien dice Terry, podemos encontrar mucha agresividad, tanto musical como así también en sus voces guturales, así que claramente está en un muy buen momento como cantante. ¿A qué se debió esta experimentación a un sonido más agresivo en este tercer disco de la banda?
First of all, we all felt that we wanted to do something more aggressive, so when the songs were composed, we saw that they are heavier than what we did before. So at the same time, I felt like that I wanted to experiment more, and I wanted to add heavier vocals. So the songs, were ready for the new vocals, the more aggressive vocals. I presented to the guys, they liked it, but it was not just the fact that the songs were heavier. Overall, when we were composing this album, we were more angry at many things that were happening, both in our everyday lives because of the situation that we lived here in Greece, for the financial crisis we have been through, and you guys in Argentina can understand it very, very well. But also because of the fact that we were working so hard for many years and we still didn't have this support from a label, because when we were recording the album and composing the album, we didn't have this contract with Napalm Records. So we had this frustration of working hard and not getting the support we believed we deserved. All that came together into composing a much more aggressive album, and I think it worked very well at the end, in all aspects, both musically and the fact that we signed with a label, a much bigger label.
Tocando un poco esa crisis financiera de la que bien entendí que en Argentina conocemos mucho, porque es así, hablando un poco sobre el otro aspecto en cuanto a la discográfica y el tiempo que tuvo que esperar la banda para tener este reconocimiento. ¿Cómo fue el recibir esa noticia del ingreso de la banda a Napalm Records, digamos?
First of all, we were talking with Napalm Records years now. We were very close to sign with them for the previous album in Flat. And when the album was ready, I got in touch with them again. And initially they said no for some reason. And then during last August, I was ready to go swimming with my family. And I received this message from the guy from Napalm Records saying that we are interested. As you can understand, I was very happy, but I tried to keep calm until we have an offer. I sent him the album again and photos and the cover. And in the beginning of September, I received an email saying that we are interested to offer you a deal. I was here at the studio with my older son. My son was playing drums in one room. I closed the door and went outside and I started screaming, literally, from happiness. You can imagine how important this is to us. When I said this to the other guys, it was like, we wanted to have a party, but due to COVID, we couldn't. But it was probably one of the happiest days of my life, to be honest with you. It took some time until we finalized the deal, but it was obvious that we will sign to Napalm, and our life changed, to be honest, completely, for all of us.
Me imagino que sí, me imagino que así es. Dentro de Inertia podemos encontrar una trilogía llamada Quantum Leap Zero, con mucho contenido social en cuanto a la letra. ¿Qué podés contarnos, Terry, acerca de estas canciones?
Well, this trilogy talks about the events that happened in Greece in 2015. We elected for the first time a government that actually did something good for our country. And for the first 6 months, they were trying hard to negotiate with the rest of Europe in order to get some better results for overall, both for the debt that we are in, but also for the Greek people. And the reactions were always negative from European Union, and they ended up shutting down our banks and putting a lot of pressure to the Greek people. They didn't care at all about, you know, financial interests don't give a shit about people, you know, and we have been literally blackmailed from the European Union, and eventually we got forced to lose again, you know, because you can never win against enemies like these. So this trilogy talks about the 3 different stages. The first stage was when people were getting angry and they were getting ready for a revolution. Then the second song, which was the 3rd single, also talks about the fact that this party won the elections and finally we saw some light at the end of the tunnel. And then the last part talks about the final defeat and the return, you know, and the punishment that we got eventually because we dared to do an uprising. And these were the things that we lived over here that were very, very dramatic, very close to what you guys lived. I had to take it off my chest, you know, because I still, although I know that financial interests don't give a shit about people, when you actually live this thing, you experience this thing, it is very heavy emotionally.
Bien, se entiende completamente. Hasta el momento se han publicado 3 videoclips pertenecientes a este nuevo álbum. Entre ellos está una de las canciones de esta trilogía. ¿Tenemos más entregas audiovisuales de Inertia próximamente?
Yes, actually in about a week from now, the 15th of June, there will be the last video that will come out from Inertia, and it will be a lyric video for the song Anastasis, the last song of the album. So not a real video, a lyric video, which is very impressive, I can say, because obviously I've seen it. For a very heavy song, emotionally also. We played the song live in Argentina. This is gonna be the last song as a proper video. Now, probably for the future, we will do some other videos like playthroughs, showing the song, how it's structured, or maybe a rehearsal, but the official videos will be all these, the 4 songs that will be, you know, completed by the 15th of June.
Bien, tengo entendido que esa canción del disco tiene un significado muy importante para vos, Terry, sobre todo familiar, por una pérdida que tuvo tu mujer hace un tiempo. Me imagino que el detalle de este videoclip tiene que haber sido muy minucioso, digamos, por la importancia del mensaje a transmitir, ¿no?
Yes, that's exactly it. The song is very sentimental because in a way it's like my wife talks to her mother that died, and she actually died only 11 days after we got married. I know that everybody has dramas like that in their life, but you know, this was the drama of my life in the last years. And it was a very, very unfortunate situation because, you know, you expect your mother to live and enjoy the fact that her daughter got married and she will have grandkids at some point, and she didn't have the chance to experience anything of these things. So you can imagine that we were on a beach party, and a few days later we were arranging a funeral. The whole thing was extremely heavy for us. So I wanted to pay tribute to my mother-in-law, and do something also for my wife. So I did this song, which was very, very heavy emotionally, as I said. And I asked for the guys that did the video to be very respectful for the, the whole thing is very serious. It's not like any other song for me. And they did a very good job on that, and I believe that you will see it for yourselves in a few days when it will come out.
Bien, antes que nada, bueno, que siento mucho su pérdida, y saliendo un poco de este tema para ponernos un poco más coloridos, debo decir que Scared of the Sun siempre se encargó de tener excelentes tapas en sus álbumes, y esto la verdad que no fue la excepción. Mira, acá tengo In Flood y su primer disco, siempre se encargaron de tener muy buenas tapas. Inertia claramente lo demuestra. Me imagino que fue muy emocionante para ellos también ver este nuevo arte de tapa en vinilos y en diferentes formatos que lanzan a través del sello.
Since the beginning we have, in a way, a sixth member in the band, which is Achilleas Katsopoulos. Achilleas was the original drummer of Scared of the Sun, and he's the brother of our bassist. He is responsible for all our visuals, for the covers, for the videos, for the photo shoots, for our stage clothes. I feel that this cover that he did this time is the best cover he ever did for us. I absolutely love it, and as you guys said, the fact that the album was released in vinyl, for us it was amazing, because we had the opportunity to see our cover on a proper format, a big format, which is always more impressive than a CD or, you know, a small icon on your computer or on your phone. We absolutely love the cover, and it seems that everybody loves it, because in all interviews I always get this question, you know, and I'm very happy for that. We're gonna keep on going on the same path about covers, because we wanna have our own style. So whenever you guys see this kind of design, you know that it's Scared of the Sun without even seeing the logo of the band.
Completamente, completamente, y sobre todo para nosotros que somos fanáticos del material físico, así que espero que podamos conseguir en Argentina en algún momento este nuevo álbum en ese formato. En este nuevo disco cuenta con 2 invitados especiales, teniendo en cuenta que Grecia tiene grupos consagrados dentro del mundo del metal como Septic Flesh, como Rotting Christ, entre tantas bandas más. Estos invitados son una forma de dar a conocer los artistas emergentes de tu país, Terry.
First of all, you know that I worked with Septic Flesh, and it would have been easy for me to have any guests from them, but it had to do with what we needed for the album. So we needed to have some female vocals in a couple of parts. That's why I called Chrisa, which is my vocal coach for the last 6 years. It was, you know, for me it was normal to call my vocal teacher to do that, because that's what she does anyway. And the other guest we have is just a guy that is doing some programming on drums, like electronic drums, you know. But it doesn't have to do with not respecting the Greek musicians, you know. If we feel that we need any guests, we will get the guys to come over, ask them obviously, you know, if they are interested, and we will have them with pleasure in our album. It's just that we just needed to do these 2 things, and these 2 people were the people we needed for this album, really.
Antes de ayer se cumplieron 2 años del comienzo de su última gira por Latinoamérica, que comenzó justamente aquí en Córdoba, en Argentina, para unirse a una serie de conciertos que venía realizando Monuments como artistas principales. ¿Qué extrañas, Terry, de los tours ¿cómo crees que será el mundo de los conciertos en vivo post-COVID-19?
Well, first of all, what I miss in tours is the fact that we get to know new people, you know, new bands, and also when we travel from one city to the other, the fact that we meet fans and people that are coming and they're talking to us, you know, and we become friends. This is something we miss. Obviously, we miss playing live as well, you know. Now, regarding the tours, I hope that things will get back to normal as soon as possible. It seems that things will get back in the beginning of 2022, hopefully, if people get vaccinated and things will go according, you know, to the plan. Hopefully tours will resume, and I hope that we will go back to our previous situation. The thing is that COVID will be here to stay, so it's important to understand that we have to live with COVID and at the same time be as much cautious as possible. And I think that at some point we will not, you know, be affected really by COVID like other stuff. But I really hope that we will get back there, because I cannot imagine life without shows and tours, honestly.
Bien, todos deseamos exactamente lo mismo. Lamentablemente se nos está acabando el tiempo, pero quiero agradecer por tu tiempo con Cuero y Metal, Terry, e invitarte a dejar un mensaje a los fans de Scar of the Sun, de aquí de Argentina y por qué no de Latinoamérica, que van a estar viendo y escuchando esta entrevista en mi programa, y a la espera de la presentación de Inertia seguramente por esta parte del mundo.
First of all, we want to wish everyone to stay safe and be careful these very difficult times. After that, we want to encourage people to check out our new songs, initially on YouTube, you know, the singles that have been released, and if they like what they listen, they can check out the rest of the album in any way they want. And other than that, I really wish, honestly, that things will get back to normal and we will return to Argentina to make an even better tour than we did the first time with Monuments, and get to see you all guys and have a beer together and, you know, have a great time like we used to do before COVID. And thank you very, very much for this beautiful interview. Thanks for all the support we have from you all, you know, these 2 years that we get to know you. And very nice t-shirt, I want to say. Thank you guys very much. Hope to see you soon. Take care, okay?